We left the Department of Trade and Industry offices and followed the march of the workers, the Clover striking workers, as they. The situation in the buildings is very calm. It's normal. The workers have been here for close to 2 hours now. Standing, I'm going to step over the shot. You can see they've been chanting and toitoing in front of the entrance to the union buildings. Very peacefully, I must say. No drama, no issue, no incident. And this has been going on for close to 2 hours now. What I can say is, coming down from the Department of Trade and Industry, the leaders of the unions, including Zolinzima Vavi, were leading the workers as they were marching up here. But since we got here, we have not seen the leadership. That's Vavi and the president of Jiusa and the other leaders of FAO. We have no clue where they are. And then, as the workers have been continuing singing outside and toitoing, waiting for the handover of the memorandum, suddenly we saw a message in the social media of SAFTU, and also personally I got a message. I think it was from the president of Jiusa, the same message saying that there is 1,000 workers who are occupying the union buildings, and they won't leave until the president and the management of Clover agree to a meeting with union leaders this evening to resolve their demands. And I can tell you that soon after that message showed up on the social media, we saw police cars. I'll ask Zinhle to pan to the left, and you can see police cars came speeding up, and they parked right in front of the picket here of the protesters. The police got out. As you can see, they are standing there. There's about 1, 2, 3. There were 4 police cars earlier, and one of them looked like one of those presidential security kind of cars. But because, as I've said, it's all peaceful here, there is no incident here, everything is fine here. Workers have been picketing, singing struggle songs, and I must say in a very clean and dignified way. Just like in the other strike of Sakau that we were covering in the retail sector, it's worth noting that there has not been a single word that is crude or insulting that has been uttered or sung by the workers in their songs. It's all very dignified. Their spirits are up. You won't say that they've been striking for almost 3 months now without getting a salary. Their morale seems to be quite high, and also just coming through the crowd of the protesters. It's worth noting that they are not, this is not a young crowd. These are old people who've been working for Clover in its factories for many years. These are mothers and fathers, breadwinners, parents. They look like very, very dignified adults who just want their grievances to be addressed by management. And of course, the whole point of the marches today to the Department of Trade and Industry and to the union buildings is that they want government to intervene in the dispute and somehow put pressure on the management of Clover South Africa to accede to their demands. Hence, the message that we saw coming through the Twitter feed of SAFTU, of the union leaders. It may be part of maybe a propaganda effort to try and draw more attention to their demands, to their protestation, to their strike, which of course we must again emphasize has been going on for almost 3 months now to no avail. Clover products are still available on the shelves. The strike does not seem to be having an impact in terms of bringing the operations of the company to a halt. So the workers have to resort to all kinds of other means to try and put pressure to get what they want from management. For now, we are waiting to see what's going to happen, to see when the leaders are going to show up again, and of course, it's interesting to find out from them where they've been all along, because the chances of them, even them alone, the leaders being inside the union buildings, I don't see how that could happen, because the security protocol of entering the union buildings is very, very strict. You have to submit your personal particulars, your details, your ID numbers well in advance, even like a day before, if you're going to be allowed to enter the union buildings. There is no way that the leaders could have just showed up here and somehow gained entrance inside the union buildings. So it will be interesting really to see later on what is going on with the leaders and the message that they put on the social media and what they are trying to achieve with it. It's back to you for now, Nompo.
Thanks very much, my colleague there, Mbongeni Muthwa. Unfortunately, it seems he's not able to hear me, so we'll have to end it there with him.